Hello and welcome to Ula Tea Leaf Readings. My name is Lenore, and today I'm going to be reading your tea leaves. All right, so we're just going to go ahead and get started. We have the number 8 right here. You can see the top there. We also have what looks like a horse right here. And a person walking beside it. You can see, where's my stick? We have the head here of the horse and the body. And then we have a person kind of walking beside the horse. Up here, it does look like we have like a barn or I almost thought like a birdhouse. But with the horse and it looks like... maybe we even have like a farm situation with the little, here's the horse. We have the building here. Now this, I don't think that this is literally like a horse farm. The horse, well, first of all, we're in the year of the horse now. So this is like, to me, like a cluster of energetic potential, anything, potentiality, right? It feels like you have a lot of opportunities coming up. Like there's a lot of stuff coming together in your favor. It's giving you the ability to make bigger and better decisions for yourself. We've all been there where it's like you take the job because you absolutely need this like terrible, awful, worst, management job ever, but we have to take the job because you need to pay the rent and you need to pay the bills and you know what I mean? And like, we've all been there. We've all had that job. And if you haven't, everybody should at least once, right? And then there are times in our lives where, and these don't just happen because like the universe thinks we're special. You know what I mean? It happens because you or somebody, if you're privileged enough and you're lucky enough, a parent, a system, some configuration you were born into, already has the resources for you and the framework ready. But for most of us, we have to figure out how to build something in our life, right? To be able to get to the point where we have options, right? Where we're not just taking the first and only offer, you know what I mean? And so I feel like for you, you're in this place where this year you have a lot of options. You have a lot of opportunity. You have a lot of like really strong, energetic, fiery, creative potential flowing through your life, right? And it feels like you're finding ways to not like contain it, like I'm just gonna bottle this up and keep it in my pocket for a rainy day. But I feel like you're finding a way to make this kind of all work for you, all in its own pattern, in its own system. I guess like an example would be like learning to run a business. Of course, that's, you're always learning doing that and setting up a system, but almost like getting the money, right? You're earning money through the work that you're doing and figuring out how you're going to make that money grow. Like not just get the money and spend the money, which again, a lot of us are in that situation more often than not in our lives, right? Where you're living paycheck to paycheck. You're, as soon as, heck, it might already be spent before it even comes in. You know what I'm saying? So to get into a place where you can make money enough that you can make money for you. Okay, so you're putting in these kinds of, this kind of thought and teaching yourself, or going and learning, or, taking courses, and it doesn't have to be about money, right? I hope it is, or resources of some kind, something that will benefit your ultimate purpose, your drive in life. But it doesn't have to just be about money, right? This could be like creative forces. This could be, you might be somebody who is trying to live a more self-sufficient lifestyle, and you're trying to align yourself with the land and the elements and learn the ways so that you can grow things, successfully. You can learn to preserve them and use them in the most beneficial ways, and all this kind of thing. This is going to be a big year for you. This is going to be a big year for you. You're going to be learning a lot. You're going to be really producing a lot. And I don't like to measure life on how much we produce, right? Like, I am not about that life. I mean, you can probably tell by my inconsistencies sometimes. But what I am about is building the reality, becoming the magi, the architect of our full realities, right? Not just certain aspects of our life and reality, the whole dang thing, right? Top to bottom, world creating. So that's all the stuff, right? We're learning all the things on all the levels and weaving them together and reconfiguring what needs to be, tinkering, and so on and so forth. Now, let's see. We're going to turn this thing. It looks like we have a skull. We have an ending, a death here. And I don't think that this is a person so much as, and we have the desert nearby. So we have the skull, we have this kind of arid place. This kind of reminds me of just like a tree out there on the desert. We have a person over here, right? We have this almost kind of evolution here. It's almost like the little shrimp thing over here, and then this is a little bigger, growing, and here it looks like we have the person with the lamp, and immediately I'm thinking we have this kind of hermit energy coming up in your life. I feel like you are in the wilderness, or you have been in the wilderness, spiritually, emotionally. I don't think that you necessarily are somebody who is very interested in love so much as building yourself up as a being, right? Maybe dissolving, going through the refinements and then the dissolution. You might be at the dissolution. I don't know. But whatever it is, there's a sense of self-evolution, right? Self-work, evolving as a spiritual being is a big aspect of this. Now we have the lamp, which is the lamp of revelation, or illumination. So I do think that you have the ability to find the things that you're looking for. You are not somebody who's just kind of idly picking up this and picking up that, and it means nothing to the greater picture. Even when you get off on a side quest and you're down the rabbit hole and you're learning about things that seem to have nothing to do with any of your regular interests, obsessions, skills, work, whatever, your belief system, everything that you are taking on ultimately is very much tied into the larger picture, and you will loop back to it. right? It will have its purpose at some point. It might not seem like it right now, but I think whatever you're doing, it's not going to last forever. And I think likely this is within your work, how you make money, your career, not so much your identity. I don't think your work is your whole like identity or anything, but I do feel like there is a sense of finding relief in walking away from that industry probably in the next couple of years, if not sooner, which feels stressful, I know. But I think that when you come into the next fold of things, it's like all of a sudden you look at a life where you kind of were just on a plateau, and you had maybe little moments of like, oh, here's a raise, and here's the, you're going to this other department, and you're learning these other, how to do this other stuff, and it's incrementally coming, and then you get into this new thing, this other thing, this, you start a business, you go back to school, you study something really quick, you get back into the workforce, or I don't know, maybe you meet somebody, they help you get into an industry, whatever it is. It's like every day is leaps and bounds. Okay? Maybe it's not how you make money. Maybe it's like you pick up writing. I don't know. Maybe you're going to write poetry. Please do. I love reading poetry. I don't have enough time to find all of the stuff I want to read. So if you write poetry, or if you're going to, quit your day job, or the robots are going to take it over, or whatever, and you start writing poetry, please email me your poetry, or put it in the comments, or whatever. Start making content with it and send it to me. But I do feel like it's just, it all feels absurd at this point. To have any illusion or delusion that any of our jobs or how we make money is secure is, I don't know what to tell you. But what comes after that is going to be difficult. I'm not going to, we all know, we know, but it also might be better than we think. You know what I mean? Like, I know, silver lining, like, I know, I'm not trying to talk you into feeling good about it. By no means. But I do think that, when life falls apart, I talked about this in a reading yesterday. When life falls apart, and in a lot of ways we lose our identity or how we see ourselves. We might even feel like our dignity is gone, or we're not we aren't whatever. Whatever it is. You worked somewhere for 25 years and you had a lot of respect through that work, or, you felt respect for self through that work, and you had a community there and all that. And for a lot of people, these things are ending. And then, there's this loss of meaning, or sense of self, or selfhood, or whatever. And it's terrible. It's a terrible, terrible feeling. And I hate it that people have to go through it. I also know it's the only way. It is an ordeal that we all go through in a variety of ways in life, and in that disastrous feeling, in that desperation, in that, dare I say, the suffering of it, there is an opening. There is an opening, you were purged of all of the pretext and pretense or whatever. There's not, if you're still trying to keep up an image, then it's like babe, that's on you at this point, because like, we out here surviving, trying to surviving. We're eking it out, you know? And that's a lot of people, right? So, yeah, man, I don't know. It's hard. But there's the blessing. It's the blessing, right? And I don't know. Maybe I'm just like, babe, the guru of, no, I'm not ever going to say that again. Ugh. Yuck. Purge that one. I just was going to say the guru. Just out of here. I'm done. I'm done. Just fully in delusion. Get it out of here. Cut it. Bye. Let's just talk about this other stuff. Yuck, dude. I'm just trying to hang out, honestly. Like, please just know this. This is a wonderful place to be and talk, and I want to bring you the messages that I receive, that I'm feeling, that I'm experiencing. They're just, there are little moments where it's like you get ahead of yourself in a way that's just, that you diverge from the whatever. I will never lead anybody in any way. I just want that to be clear, straight up from the bottom of my soul, the burning essence of my being. I will never be a leader of anything. When I walk through the parking lot holding my daughter's hand, she is leading me. Like, let's be straight up here. You know what I mean? I don't lead. I will never lead anybody. I'm just trying to chill and connect. You know what I mean? Like, I just want to connect with people that have the fragments. You know what I mean? And that's it. That's where I'm at. Trying to survive, keep my family, happy, healthy, together as much as possible, moving in a divine and wonderful direction, and doing the work, right? And the work, that's it. Ugh. I need Olympia, like, I'm taking a bath, bro. I don't like taking baths, but, yup. Get the eggs out. I need like 3 of them. Yuck, dude. Okay. So we have almost like it reminds me of like a camp. We have 2 people. Okay. We have like a tent or something, some kind of structure. We have up here a rose. We have a heart down here. Over here, we do have the egg again. Okay. We have the egg, and it feels to me like we have this really kind of energetic exchange between air and fire. Okay, I feel like you have a real strong thing going between the two. And that is your passions feeding your mental, and your mental feeding your passions, right? Your creative processes, the thing that brings life into the ability to create, and the ability to conceptualize with that passion, right? And to make something to begin the process of manifestation, right? And so, here we are in this place where I feel that there is a sense of a transient home, not to be unhome, that's not what I mean, or without home, or a structure that you are staying in, but a sense of not feeling like you found your place yet. But this is what this cycle is going to be about. You're finding your place. You are finding that place that you want to be. You're finding that place that you will be. There's a mystery in the land. You can feel it. There's a window facing the northwest. I don't think there's many windows. This window is important. You look at it a lot. You're looking at it, out it. And what is it? It's like an open, I just keep thinking open and a fence and open and open and open. And it is, it's like a landscape to build within. In your mind's eye, as you're at this window, daydreaming. I think this is one of the first times and places, configurations and dynamics of people who are around you, who you're living with. Maybe a new relationship, maybe a marriage that finally you're in a place where you both, your needs are met, you're working together, you have a little extra something to do something with, and you're seeing your dreams become. Not necessarily the manifesting part, but becoming, like you're allowing yourself to dream at all, right? Through this window. It's good. It's good. There's a mystery there, though. There's a mystery, something to be revealed, something important. One of the little, not the main three, but one of the, it's like second tier all day long, second tier stuff. Not bad. That's not bad. These are the supporting tenants. But you're going to figure it out. It'll come to you. The universe will give you a lesson. It won't be a bad one. It'll actually be something that I think really is going to fill your heart up. Number 5. Number 41. Number 53. Number 53. All right. Well, thank you for sharing some of your moments with me and letting me share my moments with you. It's always such a great pleasure. I love you. 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 Take care of yourself. We'll talk soon.